Welcome back to another episode of Transformers Forged to Fight. And for today's agenda, we are going to start Act 4, Chapter 2. But before I do that, I do have a little bit of some house cleaning to do. Let me just claim these rewards and also claim my daily gold drops from the base. And in terms of the missions here, let's claim the result and start a new one. Okay, there is that. Now, in terms of the character showcase videos, I have already recorded the one for Jazz, and right now this is the progress. So, Jazz already been finished. In terms of Windblade, Cyclonus, Sound Blaster, and the rest of these characters you can see right down here, I have not gotten to them yet. I don't even know if I have enough Energon to max rank them because, as you can see, my Energon is depleting. And I don't exactly know how else to farm more unless I do the story quests and maybe arenas, which currently this one doesn't drop any Energon. So that is not good. But we'll see how things go. So, yeah, that is basically where things are. And also, this little red thing down here, as you can see, a little notice saying that the game is shutting down. Yeah, it's always popping up every time I log in, which is very unfortunate. Alright, we are going to start Chapter 2 now, which is called Bad Vibes. Interesting. And the first mission is called Nailed. And hopefully, this time, the recording does not crash on me. I hope. Okay, I need to swap out a character because we're not going to bring in the 3-star Jazz for this. Let's bring in Megatronus. Let's bring in Necrotronus. Let's also bring in... who do I want to use? Let's try Jetfire. Probably not a good idea, but I do have them maxed out. And then we also have Cyclonus. And who do we want to do for Brawler? Grimlock. Okay, let's do this. Let's try with this team. And let's get into the story. Okay, we got Starscream. Oh, by the curse of Primus, say it's not true. You're here now. You have optics, don't you? Of course I'm here. But the question is, where is here? So you're fresh out of the space bridge. Perfect. Last I saw of you, you were reduced to a pile of ash and a meaningless crown. That is such a good reference. If you don't remember what happened in the 1986 movie, I believe that's what they're referring to. Yes, I'm trying to remember because it's been a long time since I watched that movie. But yes, Starscream did get obliterated, because he was crowning himself as the Emperor. And then, of course, Galvatron overthrew his ass. So there you go. That is just freaking funny. I still like the Fall Cybertron interpretation of it, though, where you get to play as Megatron and you just defeat all the cronies. And then after that, you basically just watch him blast Starscream. But of course, he doesn't die. He just loses his crown and then just gets, kicked out of Cybertron pretty much. Well, not kicked out of Cybertron. He just gets kicked out of wherever that location is. So, yeah, it's always great to see references like this. That's not how I remember historic occurrences, but misaligned passes don't mean anything here. I shall inform Megatron of your arrival. I serve but one, Galvatron. Galvatron? No one here by that name. There is... Oh, let me just reread this. Let me just reread this. It's such a tongue twister sometimes. Galvatron. No one here by that name. There is Megatron and a mess of... Autogoons. That's a weird nickname to call them. I suggest an alliance so we can find this Galvatron. I'll consider it. Okay, so Galvatron is entering into the story mode. Okay, so... Or, not story mode, into the story dialogue. Alrighty, we got some lanes here. Let's see, what is this one going to have in terms of the local mod? It seems like it's going to be a normal one. Okay, what about this side? Oh, I think these are all normal. Alright, we'll take this one with the sides wiped. Hopefully things will go good. I hope. Alright, let's just get into this. Let's get into this first matchup right here. I do apologize if you hear like tapping noises, because ever since I started recording my episodes without using my headphones, you do hear the tapping noises of my finger tapping the screen and sometimes the table moving. Is because I'm playing on a table that's meant to basically store a keyboard. So when I'm not using it, I just push it in. So yeah, this is where I have my tablet placed most of the time, and that's how I usually record most of the videos for this game. So I don't know how to solve the background noise problem, unfortunately. I'm not really good with, the recording tech here. So this is like the only game I've ever actually like recorded with the screen recorder and the voice and all that stuff, because the other time I recorded all the other footage for other games that once, existed on this channel that I did make videos for with no commentary, it was strictly from my computer. And I never, set up audio for that. Now, I have tried to record footage of other games through my computer with the voice audio, and it does not sound good at all. Like, I haven't found a way to fix that. I think I might need to buy, like, a mic and set that up or something. So, yeah, I'm not really good with technology when it comes to this stuff. I'm, like, really bad at it, unfortunately, because I don't usually focus on this, right? I only learned how to screen record footage that I have for games that I play because of simple things like this that exist on my devices. I never looked into like the nitty-gritty of like how to improve the audios and stuff for these videos. So I do apologize if you do hear background noises all the time now. Just because like the audio for my voice sounds better this way, because I look back to my old footage for the series when I started it last year, and it's not that great when the headphones are on. Like, you can hear that the voice sounds a little bit different. So that is why I decided to switch to no headphones, but in that process, you do hear background noises, so there is kind of a problem there too. Yeah, technical issues that I'm running into. So far, the fights for this first mission are not so bad, but of course, I do need to be careful because we are fighting an Ironhide, and I do not like Ironhide. Not because I hate the character or anything, it's because I don't like that reflecting that he has. Because if I hit him, I take damage! Yeah, that's not good. But I should be able to take him down without issues. And also, Cyclonus can't nullify that. I don't like how he can't nullify that. That makes no sense. Who is... I still don't even know who the counter is for Ironhide when it comes to the Knight class counters. Because clearly, Cyclonus is not meant for countering him. I don't know. Alright. Back away. Let's do that. Okay, back away again. So it's a melee reflect. I see. Alright, move. We're taking our time slowly here because I don't want to mess this up. Oh no! Well, I messed that up. Oh no! The unstoppable. Okay, we still survive. We're good. All right, we're good. Again, I suck at playing this game. All right, like I'm not the best. All those character showcase videos, there's been so many attempts in order to pull that off, but I actually don't mind, showing how bad I am at this game. As I said in prior episodes before, it's just fun to make mistakes like this, because I'm not perfect. Nobody is. All right. Back away, please. I do like using Grimlock from time to time. Oh, speaking of Grimlock, I did get this Grimlock figure recently. It's one of these like really like basic figurines of Grimlock where he has like a two-step transformation. I found it at Dollar Tree and I just couldn't pass up on it for some reason because I was like, wow, it looks pretty fun to play with, especially with the transformation thing because it's so basic. However, I still want a actual Grimlock figure, like in the proper transformation sort of thing. And I don't know if he's still available, because there was one that came out like recently. I wouldn't say like recent, but probably like last year. So, I don't know. It's weird how I still haven't picked one up. Oh, speaking of which, so by the time you see this recording, it'll probably be a while from now. I don't know exactly when this episode's gonna drop. I did go to Target, so these Toy Hunt shorts will be out before this episode. So I went to Target today, and I saw some new Transformers in stock, and they have the 1986 Hot Rod from the movie. They also have Scourge, and I was actually surprised to see them in stock already. I didn't know they were out because I did see that this wave dropped, and they look pretty cool as figures. I do want them, but man, the cost, I can't do it. I just can't. I saw the price tag on them, $42.99. That's expensive. How are we going up in price now with Transformer figures? Why are they getting more and more expensive as time moves? Like, it's just, eventually, these Voyagers are going to be like $50. I'm calling it now. Give it like a few months, or maybe like half of this year. We're going to see these things go from $42.99 to $46.99, and then they're going to get closer to that $50 mark. And at some point, they will be the price of a leader class, which is going to be horrible. I'm not saying this will happen, but it just feels like we're inching closer to that price point, because if you think about it, when you look back to how much like leader class figures used to cost back in the day, they were like $40, right? Now they're like sitting at $60, which they haven't changed the price on them as of current. They did raise the price for them, of course, over the years, but luckily with this like price hike, they didn't raise the prices on the leader classes. However, I have this weird suspicion that leader class figures are going to go up next. They're no longer going to stay in that $60 price anymore, right? The same price of how much a video game would cost. I can see these things going up to $70, mainly because Hasbro could just use that excuse. And they've been pulling this kind of BS on their other toy lines as well. For example, the Marvel Legends, Marvel Rivals line that just went up for pre-order. The Venom and the Jeff one, that's a 2-pack. That is a $64.99 2-pack. You get one actual figure, and the other one is basically just a statue. And with tax and shipping and everything, you're paying pretty much $70+ to almost $80, which is ridiculous for a 2-pack like that. Now look, I like the characters. I do want them, but not for that price. That is just way too much money right there. And I can't do that. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's gotten so expensive now that every time I see a new Transformer, I just look at myself and I'm like, nope, we're not going to buy this until there's like a discount or something. And if it sells out, then it's whatever, because they're always going to remake them. But the question is, the next time they remake them, will they cost even more than how much they are right now? That is what I'm worried about. All right, let's read this dialogue. Good, Cyclonus is off with Megatron. The timelines are shattering. Soon I'll be able to make plans to... Wait, I feel like I'm not alone. And yet you're talking. Seems a habit of yours. I've come looking for your new arrival. One I like to keep from connecting with Galvatron. Why? Whatever do you mean? You know that now I'm simply a non-aligned indigenous life form. I consort with no one. Because no one will consort with you. I suspect that will not stop you from pursuing an alliance with a newcomer, like, say, Cyclonus. I like how he says that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps we can do something to jog your memory banks. Yes, yes, we can do something to jog his memory banks. Okay, what mods does he have? Oh. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay. I think I should be able to take this with no problems. Hopefully. Yeah. So, even though I did see those two today at the stores, I could not get myself to be like, yeah, let's buy both of them. Because if I did buy both of them, that would pretty much be like close to $100 right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of money for just two Transformers. So, I have the right to complain about this because, I mean, I do like Transformer figures. I do, but I just can't get myself to be like, I can justify these price increases. I don't think anyone can justify these price increases. I don't think anyone can because it just, I don't know. It just makes no sense to increase the prices when just being at $36.99 was already expensive as it is, and now we're just going up another $6. And yeah, I can't do it. But that is something that is happening that they did say last year that the prices will go up, and my goodness, they are happening now. So it is so bad to see this. You lied to me. I feel like I was lied to. I'm just kidding. I swear I didn't tell Ultra Magnus anything. He's not talking about that. He's talking about me. Oh, it's Galvatron. You! How? Blasted broken space bridges letting anyone come here? I mean, I was just about to leave or be vaporized again. Be gone. I have business with Cyclonus. Lord Galvatron, the traitor said there is one here of ultimate power, an ancient power. I suspect it is an original prime Megatronus. I see you still serve a purpose. Keep serving it, and you may share in the glory when I crush this so-called ancient power. For now, leave me. Oh. Okay. I see Galvatron. Galvatron's still Galvatron, right? I mean, that's not a bad thing or anything, but, ooh, Galvatron versus Megatronus? That's gonna be crazy. That actually would be crazy. I will not lie. Galvatron versus Megatronus. I would actually like to see that in, like, some sort of animated thing. Like, who would actually win? Because Megatronus is not a joke, you know? Oh, speaking of which, when we talk about Megatronus, I actually did watch TF1. I think I said this in, like, a prior episode, like, a while ago. I'm still shocked that even though they did get ambushed in that scene, Megatronus went bye-bye. That is insane. Of all the characters, you don't ever think he would be the one to get taken out. Like, I don't know. That's just some that's just some craziness right there that I wasn't expecting. Okay, which lane do I want to go? Are there any mods? Okay, there's that one. You know what? We're just gonna go this path just to keep things a little bit simple. And this is what happens when you don't bring a scout class in here, huh? Okay, well, it is what it is. I can fight this. No. No, Shark the Khan. Stop blocking. Oh, speaking of blocking, I'm gonna say something that's like behind the scenes. So when I recorded the character showcase for Wheeljack, I did not realize how annoying Sound Blaster can be as a character in this game, like with his mechanics. I know it's like a 3-star versus a 5-star, and that's usually probably not a good matchup. However, it's not impossible to beat the 5-star even with a 3-star. But what I'm saying is that I did not realize that in a long fight sequence when you're playing this game, how annoying Sound Blaster can be when it comes to his range attacks that he does with his heavy attack, and also the fact that I don't know how to dodge his SP2. And when I recorded that character showcase video, I literally was like baiting him to use his SP1 constantly. You're going to see that throughout that video when it goes live in the future. Because I have never, ever gotten so mad at a character in this game. Like, just playing the game and trying to, deduce a strategy of how to beat the character for a video. And Sound Blaster annoyed the hell out of me. I think he's worse than Soundwave when it comes to, like, a versus matchup. Like, Soundwave can still be tricky. I'm not going to say he isn't. But Sound Blaster just has this freaking annoying thing about him where once he uses his SP1, you also have to find a way to move away from him. Because he has this, like, I don't know what he has. He has, like, this range with his melee attack where if you're not, like, if you don't react fast enough, he will basically land a hit on you, and it's basically like, oh yeah, he's gonna just start destroying your health bar like crazy. And something else that I did learn, which is really funny because this just shows like, wow, you played this game for how long and you never noticed this? So, in the Jazz video, I did block a hit from Soundwave. And I discovered that if you block a hit, it still counts as 0 hits at the end. Because you know how at the end of every match, they show like a result of how much hits you did to the enemy? It said 0. And I was just surprised. I was like, what? So it doesn't count as a hit even if you take damage for your HP, but you still blocked it. So that's interesting. I did not even know that. I played this game for so long and I never picked up on that. That is hilarious. Okay, we are just messing up. Oh. Well, we're not really messing up, are we? Nope. We're good. Waspinator down. Let's go. I could have dodged that SP1, but I messed up right there. But yeah. It's such a novice sort of thing, and it's like, you just find that out now after, like, how many years of this game's existence, only to learn that, oh, if I block a hit, I'm going to take zero damage, technically, at the end result. But you still actually did take damage, because your HP bar did go down by like a few percent. So I don't know, it's just funny. Okay, Motormaster, don't be a pain, please. Okay, dodge that SP1. I think we're good. Nope, okay. I'm not gonna let you use your SP1. Actually, no. Actually, use your SP1. Oh! I didn't dodge that one. That second hit. Oh, okay. We're good. We're still good. We're clearing through. No problems. Yeah, I'm making some mistakes. It's alright. Let's just keep the show going. Alright, now we're fighting Mirage. Oh! My notifications went off on my phone. I gotta silence that. I did not even remember to do that. So if you do hear that in the background, that's okay. You're gonna hear my notifications go off right there. No! Mirage, stop it. I forgot, he has a... No, he doesn't have... No, he does have a barrier skill, but it's not like Wheeljack's. Okay, I think we should be fine. Oh, okay. You got the range attacks now, but... that's not gonna do anything. Oh, no! No, that's going to do something. Okay, let's just keep this going. Please. Use your SP1. I do not want you to use your SP2. Thank you. Thank you. Work with me. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I should be able to finish this with an SP2. Yes, let's do that. Beautiful. Okay. We are almost close to the boss. I want to say we are. And then that's going to be the end of Mission 2. Alright, we are making progress. Oh, speaking of something that I did pick up from Target today. Because since I was there, they did have clearances on a few things, and this short will come out, of course, before this episode. So all of this is like old news by then. So there's this funny thing that happened at this Target. So Mirror Master from the DC Multiverse line, he's a collector edition figure. And I shit you not, this figure has been sitting at this Target. I want to say for half a year. I don't exactly remember when he came out, but he came out like last year because the copyright date says 2025 on it. And I am so shocked that this figure has been sitting on that peg in the collector's aisle for like a long ass time. And every time I went to this Target, I would always price check him, and he would just show $34.99 out of stock, no clearance, because it's weird. It says out of stock, but they still have one in stock. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he might get marked down in the future. Maybe there might be a clearance for this guy. Who knows? And today, I went there to see if there were any clearance sales, and they did have a clearance sale for some Motu stuff, which is pretty cool. The concept art He-Man is on sale right now for $10.49, which I think I might just go back and pick up next time. Not in a rush, because I don't think it's going to sell out. But this Mirror Master, I saw him there again. It's the same exact figure, because I can tell the box has been there for like a long time, okay? Like there's dust all over the top part of it, and it just seemed like nobody was going to buy it. Oh, I am messing up so bad right now. So I price checked it at the price scanner, and I could not believe my eyes. It literally said 70% off clearance for $10.49. And I was like, no way. This is crazy. This has been here for like how long? And it's finally on clearance. And I was like, all right, we're buying this today because I don't have a Mirror Master, and I've been waiting a long time for Mirror Master to go on like a really good discounted price. Because on Amazon, he just dropped to like $20, which I was like, oh, he could probably drop lower than $20. And Target just literally dropped him even less than how much he was on Amazon. So I am really happy that the patience paid off, because this is one of those examples where the waiting game is exactly the greatest sometimes. When something you want goes on clearance for like a really good discounted price. So there was that whole thing that happened today. Let me read this dialogue. The rat was right. You're here. Where is your master? Ah, so the vermin Starscream gave into interrogation. He mentioned you being here. The Galvatron part I overheard as he ran screaming through the wastelands. Oh. I did not expect he was screaming. Okay. Then you know this fight is already over. Galvatron defeated you before. He shall defeat you again. He won't get the chance. We'll shut him down before he gets a chance to start. I hate to deny Galvatron the glory of another certain victory, but I feel I must defend his honor by turning you into a pile of blowhard scrap. I did not know that was a word. Okay. Alright. Well, we're going to finish you with freaking Megatronus, and I did not even read the mod, but that's okay, because I don't think he's going to be anything too crazy. Okay. Okay, we got, like, bleed debuffs, and he has repair. Okay. I think we should be fine. I want to believe we should be fine. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't like that dark field thing. I really hate that thing so much. Okay. Use your SP2. Use it. No, do not use your SP3. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to keep blocking until you... Oh. Yes! Thank you. Okay, I'm using my SP3. Get the hell out of here. Get the heck out of here, Cyclonus. Come on, take that hit. Yes! Alright. We almost messed that up, too. Okay, that was Mission 2 complete. It was called Bad Memories. I did not even look at the title of it. Alright, we are on to Mission 3 now. So, it's true, Ultra Magnus. I'm afraid so. Cyclonus and Galvatron are back together again. But I was made aware you and the commander did battle with him. How did you fare? We're okay, but unfortunately he escaped. Decepticons do display a skill for doing that. So what do? Whatever we can to prevent Megatron and now Galvatron from from finding and joining forces with the dark power of this world. Man, I read that wrong, but okay, that's fine. So they want to join forces. Which lane do we go? This one? Range shock. On range attacks, inflict a stack of shock. Okay. That side... Yeah, let's take this lane. Come on, let's do it. Let's just not get hit by freaking range attacks, but we might get hit by range attacks. I don't like that. I don't like this whole, like, shock debuff thing. I don't like that one bit. Alright, come on. Megatronus, let's do this. Let's just take down this Ultra Magnus. Alright, eat the Dark Burn. Come on. There we go. Alright. Use the SP1, that's fine. Use an SP2. And then we go in for the combo. Dodge his SP1. And another Dark Burn on him. There we go. That was flawless. For once. For once, that was actually flawless. Oh, look at that giant visual bug in front of us. That looks horrible. Hold on, let me go back. Look at that. That's just horrible. This is like the only game that I've played that we just see this stuff constantly. And it's really funny because, you know, when this game was being, like, worked on with maintenances that happen, like every single week, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday, we did not see bugs like this. But when they stopped adding new characters and just literally just kept this game on life support, these visual bugs just started showing up more and more, and it's really funny. Okay, I messed that up, but I should be able to survive. Yeah, I think I should be fine. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright. Okay, why the heck did I not dodge that? Okay. Come on. That went not so flawlessly. Alright. Okay, which side of the lane is this? Okay, there's a divide here. So what mods does this one have? Increase range damage. Okay, so that's where that one is. And then this one, I believe, continues having the... Okay, we'll go this way. We'll continue taking this lane. And I think we should be good. It's Rhinox. Alright. Rhinox it is. I don't think he should be that bad. With Rhinox, it's always about just, like, making him spam his SP1. So then you can just, like, dodge all his other hits after, right? So, yep. There we go. And then you just have more openings to do damage to him. His SP2 is not hard to dodge, but it's just, like, kind of annoying sometimes. Where if you don't time the last part where he fires a range attack on you, yeah, it's not good. Alright, Rhinox, go down, please. There we go. There we go. Okay, today's episode has been somewhat interesting, I would say. Because, you know, we didn't really have a topic for this episode besides, you know, me talking about the little price increases with Transformers. But yeah, that's just how things have been. There's not much in terms of the toy hunting side of things right now for me because I haven't really gone to Target as actively to toy hunt because one thing that I don't like about my local Target now is that they are basically shelving all the DC Multiverse stuff away. Like there's no DC Multiverse shelf at all. I did see a cart filled with new stock. Oh yeah, actually, let me just talk about that. Because I don't think I'll bring that up. Well, maybe I might bring it up in a post. I did see a cart. Oh, I messed this up. That's fine. That's fine. We make mistakes. I did see a red cart with a bunch of new stock today. They had the Motu movie figures, the Chronicle line, which is like the 6-inch scale movie figures. One of them was I think his name was a Cyclops dude. I forgot what his name. Wait, what's his name? Not Triclops, right? He's like, he wears a visor with like a single red eye. I keep forgetting the name of the character. It's blanking. But yeah, he was inside the cart, and I saw that on the bottom of the cart had a ton of those gimmicky toys where it's the little, it's a circular spaceship thing that you see in the trailer for this movie. Yeah, that thing, whatever that's supposed to be. It looks freaking cool. And there was a Transformer. They had the Bumblebee from, I believe, Transformers Devastation. I think that is the Bumblebee that is coming out with this wave. I need to check because I don't remember. I didn't look at the box correctly, but they had like a few Bumblebees. And then there was the 2-pack. There was the Mongol and Superman 2-pack, which was crazy to see. I did not think I would see that today, but I am not buying that 2-pack at the moment because $80 for that 2-pack is just way too much money. And hopefully there's enough stock for that 2-pack where it might go on clearance in the future. Because if it does, that would be freaking awesome. Like, for example, if it drops to like $23.99 after like a couple months, kind of like what they did with that the Atom versus the Spectre 2-pack. That would be freaking crazy to score that for like a clearance price. But maybe it might sell out, who knows. So but it is back on Amazon, so I don't think it's going to sell out. I think a lot of people are probably just going to wait for deals as well, because there's just a lot of new stuff coming out, but these prices are just getting, way too much. And I'm already having to, like, be super picky with, like, what figures I buy this year for DC Multiverse. I'm, like, skipping on a lot of figures that I would usually pick up, but I know that I might be able to get them for, like, good deals. So that's why I've been skipping on most of these. And yeah, it's not too bad. It is what it is. But it was good to see the 2-pack was there. There was stock for that. But yeah, they had a cart filled with new items. And on the other side, the other cart, a lot of new Lego Star Wars stuff, which I don't collect Lego Star Wars as often. I have like some sets from the Lego Star Wars line, but I'm not like a addictive collector of the Lego Star Wars. So, unfortunately, not my thing at the moment. I do like the Clone Trooper stuff, but those are getting expensive now too, so that's why I avoid those battle packs. Okay, how the heck did I survive that? I don't even know. Oh no. Okay, we survived with 1%. That's me and my horrible gameplay. It's so amazing how I'm so bad at this game. Alright. Once again, you confront the Autobots, and once again, you retreat in cowardice. Strategic No, let me just reread this. Strategic disengagement, so one may reevaluate the situation and function to fight another day, is a sound tactic. When will I find a bot that can just win and not make excuses? Never. That's never going to happen. That's unrealistic. Today's your lucky day because you just found one. No, you did not. And why should I trust you to fare better than Cyclonus? Because I'm bored and I have a serious need to bang heads with Autobots. Okay. Alright. Fine. At the very least, the conflict will provide me with grim entertainment while I plan my next move. Yeah, I'll put on a rip-roaring show for your boss. This ain't my first rodeo. Oh, okay. Alright, Tantrum. What does he have for a mod? Let's see. Oh, he has a shock thing. Okay. Alright, let's hope we can do this without any issues. We did fight Tantrum like a little bit ago with Dinobot, so come on, I remember his attack patterns. We should be good. Come on, Cyclonus, let's pull this off. Yes! Alright, dodge his SB1. If he uses it. Oh, he's not using it. Oh, he's using his SB2! Get out of here! Get out of here, Tantrum. Yeah! Let's go. That was easy. Okay. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. Mission 3 is complete. We did get some more Tier 4 stuff, so there's that. And this is going to be the progress for Chapter 2. And surprisingly, it went well today. No crashes, no nothing, and I'm really happy with that. So, next episode, we will continue Chapter 2 of Act 4 with the 3 missions on the bottom. And hopefully we can finish all of Act 4. I really do hope this happens because, you know, with the amount of time we have left, yeah. I don't know how much I can record for episodes, but again, I am doing as much as I can. At the time of recording today's episode, it is already the 28th of April. As I said, 3 weeks is going to go by so quick. Next week is literally going to be the last week. So I will try to finish Act 4 this week with the time I have. I'll try to record as many episodes as I can, but I can't guarantee that because, of course, there are other things happening in my life. So, you know, certain things are more important, and I will do my best. I will try to get as many episodes recorded. And of course, next week, the goodbye episode is going to be recorded. And that will be the end of this series. So, I hope all of you have enjoyed every one of these videos over the years that I've uploaded on this channel when it comes to this game. I have had fun doing these videos. And yeah, look forward to a few more episodes that will come out before the end of this game. So, well, they will come out like later in the future, okay, because I have things scheduled, but you'll see them. So, all right, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. As I said, yeah, we're done. So, with that said, if you found today's episode enjoyable and fun, give this video a like. If you want to subscribe to the channel for more Transformers Forged to Fight content, which is pretty much what I have left that I'm uploading, and the stuff that I already uploaded in the past, you can check all that out. It's on the channel. All that stuff is live. There are playlists, so go and do that. If you want to follow me for the action figure stuff when it comes to reviews, I do have videos of a lot of DC Multiverse stuff on the channel as well if you're into collecting that line. So do go check out those videos if you feel like doing so. And with that said, take care, and I will see you in the next video.